Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to cook Punjabi Cholay. Alright, we'll start cooking the black chana or the cholay. I'll be boiling some water first. So I've already got hot water. I'll be boiling it. And once it's boiled, then I'll be adding a can of the chickpeas. So they're already pre-boiled, but I will boil them more so that they get really mashy. And by the time our chickpeas will be boiling, the water is boiling, I've chopped some onion and I've chopped one tomato. And for the spices, I've taken bay leaf, just the basic regular Indian spices, cumin and big cardamom, curry powder, 1 tablespoon, 1 small spoon, turmeric, and then 1 small spoon of red chili powder. I will also be adding green chilies to this curry. So if you don't want it too spicy, you can avoid the green chilies, but the red chili powder is a must to get the color for the cholay. Now to give color to the cholay, just a little black dark color, what I did is in the water I added 1 tea bag. So now you can see the water is dark color. Now the tea won't make any difference to the cholay or the flavor for the cholay, so we'll be it's just to give the color. So here we'll add the cholay to the water and we'll just leave it to boil. We have to get the chickpeas or the cholay really soft. Alright, so meanwhile our the chickpea is getting boiled, the cholay is getting boiled. We'll start making the curry sauce base for the cholay. And what I've done is I've taken some oil. I'll be heating the oil, and then I'll be adding the whole spices to the oil. And once the spices are roasted, then we'll be adding the onions to it, and we'll cook the onions until they are golden brown. Now, usually these sort of cholays are eaten with bhatura in India, in Delhi. They are really famous from Delhi, chole bhature. But unfortunately, I don't have the resources to make bhatures here, so I'll be eating them with just normal boiled rice. But I'm sure it will taste as good as anything, like as good as with what we get in Delhi. So our spices have started to roast. Now I'll be adding the onions first, the chopped onions. So you can see the onions have gone brown. I'll be adding the ginger garlic paste right now. So we'll put the ginger garlic paste. And once the ginger garlic paste is cooked, you know how to know about whether the ginger garlic paste is cooked or not? When you put it in the beginning, it gives you a very strong smell of ginger and the garlic itself. But once it's cooked, the smell is gone. So that's how you know when the ginger garlic paste is actually cooked. Now the ginger garlic paste is cooked, the smell is gone. I'll be adding the tomatoes to it. If you want, you can add more tomatoes. I'm just not adding too much. And we'll cook the onions, ginger garlic paste and the tomatoes together. Once the tomatoes get a little soft, then that's the time I'm going to be adding the spices to it, the powdered spices. And here goes my green chilies. You don't have to add it if you don't like too spicy. Don't add the green chilies, just keep the simple red chili powder. Just checking the chickpeas. They're cooked now, they're really soft. So I'm going to turn off the gas. And now our tomatoes have gone soft as well. You can see the mix is really coming really nicely. Now this is the time then I'll be adding the spices. Now the spices again, red chili powder, turmeric powder, curry powder and salt. All in together. So now our paste is doing really nice. Looks good. I'll be adding some water to it, and then we'll cook the tomato sauce or the base of the curry for a little while until the onions and the tomatoes have dissolved properly into the water. So it will become really soft, so you won't feel the onions or the tomatoes in your mouth when you're gonna eat it. Yes, so the paste takes about 5 minutes to cook. After 5 minutes, now it's the time to add the chole or the chickpea to it. And then we'll be adding a little more water, and then we'll let it cook on a medium flame. So we're gonna just simmer them for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we want the chickpeas really soft. That's why you will see why I've boiled the chickpea and then I'm again adding water, because I want the chickpeas to be really soft. The softer they get, the tastier it is. Alright, here, so we're gonna leave the chole, the chickpea, for about 10 minutes on a medium flame, and we'll let it cook. Here we go. So the chole or the chickpea are ready. You can see they are really soft as well. So now I'm gonna be serving it. So I'll be serving my chole with the boiled rice and some chickpeas.